Is getting a Qualiopi certification worth it? Is it worth the stress and the huge price tag? Let's find out why I think it is worth it. It is stressful, but in the grand scheme of things, the price tag isn't actually that huge. Hi, I'm Natasha and I've been working in Paris as an English teacher, among other things, since 2012. In 2020, I decided to cut out all the middlemen and start my own company right in the middle of the pandemic. I really do think that we should all be able to cut out the middleman, and that's why I'm here to help you with weekly videos telling you all about my journey to get Qualiopi-certified so that I can sell my trainings to customers who want to pay with their CPF and companies that want to use their opcos for funding. So let's ditch the corporate giants who know nothing about teaching English, and I'll hopefully be giving you plenty of practical advice in English. Please do feel free to leave me a comment, anything else that you really want to know, any specific questions that you have. Also, I'll be including a link so that you can join a webinar that I'll be doing very soon. That will be all about Qualiopi and CPF. I'll give you more information, everything I know that we can condense into 1 hour. So if you'd like to be there for that or get the recording of it, please do follow that link and sign up and you'll get all the information you need. All right, we're not going to sugarcoat it. It is definitely expensive and it is stressful, but there are ways to manage that. So let's start by talking about money. So I paid for my initial audit around about €1,000. I also decided to do a pre-audit, which was about €700. So overall 1,700. So you don't have to do the pre-audit if you don't want to. That's just what I chose to do. And I found it really, really useful. So that can be online as well. We did it online. Planned as much as I possibly could to make sure I had everything, and you know, there were some things that I wasn't 100% sure of, but I knew that it was the pre-audit. So yeah, the benefit of that then basically was that anything that was non-conform, anything that was not right with my documents or anything that was missing, I knew about it before the real audit. So the woman who did our audit, she was really nice, really helpful. There were some things that I was quite stressed about, like, you know, kind of thinking, oh, well, this doesn't really apply to me, because obviously you have to remember as well that CPF and Qualiopi, it covers like all organismes de formation. So as much as it covers us as English teachers, it also covers people who are doing a 2-day training on how to use a specific machine. So there are certain things that just don't apply to everybody in the same way. And it was something that I was really nervous about, but you know, I kind of got a bit defensive. I was like, oh yeah, I don't have this, but it doesn't really apply to me. And she was like, well, yeah, of course. So they are understanding. They're not trying to catch you out. If you don't want to do the pre-audit, or simply you don't have enough money to do the pre-audit, it's not a problem either. Just because something's missing on the day or something's not right on the day, it doesn't mean, oh, game over, you're not going to get your qualification. There is a period of time after the audit where you can send in anything that was missing or anything that wasn't quite right. So you do have that kind of, what's the word? Grace period? Is that the right word? English teacher here. Yeah, so you do have that period where you'll be able to send in anything that was missing. So all is not lost if something does go wrong on the day and you do only do that initial audit without doing a pre-audit. So since that initial audit, I've done one surveillance audit de surveillance. So you have to do that every 18 months. And then at the end of the 3-year period of your certification, you have to do a renouvellement. So you've got 3 different names. You've got audit initial, you've got audit de surveillance, and then renouvellement, but it's essentially all 3 the same things. The audit is the same, you're looking at the same points, same outcome, everything's the same. So 3 different names, but it's essentially the same thing. You have to have the same documents, show the same things, etc. So you have around about €500 to pay each year to keep your certification. So not all companies have this. It's called a redevance annuelle. You can find a company that doesn't have it. The company that I use does charge it, but overall I'm quite happy with them. Everybody that I've done audits with, whether it was the pre-audit, initial surveillance, they've all been really, really nice. You know, really accommodating, lovely people. They're always available on the phone if you need them, so I'm kind of happy to pay them. Maybe a better the devil you know kind of situation, I don't know, but I'm happy with the company that I'm using. So you can find companies that don't have the redevance annuelle, but I'm sure like they'll find some way to get some costs in. Like my redevance annuelle covers the cost of the audit, like the the audit de surveillance itself, so you don't have to pay any extra for that. I think all in all, probably whoever you go with, it's going to be about 500 a year after your initial 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it is you're spending to get your certification and to maintain your certification. So that's something that we have to remember about money as well. It's not just that 2,000, 1,500, 1,000, whatever it is in the beginning. It will be every year 500. But let's say for argument's sake, your redevance annuelle, or whatever it is that you're paying annually, whether it's covering the costs of doing the audit, whatever it is, let's say it costs 650 with tax included per year. Divide that by 12, what's that, 54 euros a month? Can we really say that that's a huge cost? So far, I'm doing some calculations here. For everything that I've spent on Qualiopi, that is audit initial, pré-audit, pré-audit, audit initial, audit de surveillance. I had to pay an extra 500 and something because I had to do my audit de surveillance in my building, because when I did the initial one, it was a distance one for COVID reasons, so I ended up having to pay extra for that. So all in all, I think I've spent so far in 2 years, bearing in mind that I don't have to do anything now before March 2025, so I'm good for a full year, approximately 3,200 I've spent. So I said I'm fine until March 2025. If we divide the 3,200 by 36 months, what do we have? 88 euros. So 88 euros a month means that I don't have to say no to any clients. Anyone who says, oh, I want to continue my classes with you, I want to use my CPF with you, I don't have to say no, I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to send them anywhere else, for 88 euros a month. So far in the past 2 years, I've just been working with particuliers, individuals using their CPF funding privately, not to do with their company, and that has made me approximately, for the company, 30,000 euros. So 30,000 minus the 3,200 that I said, that's almost 27,000 euros. So yeah, basically I don't think it's a huge cost. It sounds huge because it's an upfront investment, but over the time and for what it gains you and for the business that you don't have to say no to, I think it speaks for itself. Next, is it stressful? Yes, there's no two ways about that. It's stressful. It's time consuming, there's a lot of paperwork, but once you've done it once, it's 80% easier after that. The main thing is going to be sitting down and going through all the indicateurs to get all of the documents that you need, okay? What I did is I've got, you know, these kind of card folders. So I've got one folder for every indicateur, and everything that I needed or thought I needed, I was kind of like brainstorming at the same time and putting it in the folder. And then I can check after, is that the right thing? Is there something else that I need? So yeah, I mean, if you're going to sit down and do that all in one go, it's probably going to take a really long time. Why not start doing that now? Why not take a look at the indicators? Oh, you know, for this indicator, I've got this doc, I could use that. And then maybe in 6 months' time, you'd have everything you needed to do the certification without even thinking about it. And like I say, once you've done it, you know it. Fear of the unknown, it's a huge thing. It is terrifying. When you've never done it before, it's terrifying. But once you've done it, you know it. It's done. In the company that I use as well for my certification, I can actually request the same auditor. So if I had a really good feeling with someone, had a quite easy time of it, shall we say, you know, they weren't difficult with me, we liked each other, we got along, it was nice to spend the day with them, I can request that same person the next time, which I think is fabulous. I bet as well, if you're working for language schools, you probably got emails from them. Oh, can you send us this document? Can you send us this document? oh, can you send us this rapport de stage? Or can you send us this information about this student? No. So you're doing all this heavy admin work anyway for somebody else's financial benefit. Why not just do it for yourself? Remember, you're the micro-entrepreneur, auto-entrepreneur, small business owner, and you're doing that because you're a teacher, you're experienced, you know what you're doing, you're passionate about the subject. I mean, how many people have we met? How many companies have we worked for? Organismes de formation or language centres or whatever, where the boss is, you know, some guy who bought a company to make money, knows nothing about teaching languages or training or anything. Like, why keep working and giving, you know, to line somebody else's pockets? You can do this for yourself. Now, a lot of the time, when we look in the news recently, especially if you're looking at kind of the rules to do with CPF and Qualiopi and all that, you'll see this question keeps coming up, oh, we're going to make auto-entrepreneur, micro-entrepreneur be Qualiopi certified. It doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. I think it would be stupid to do it, but there is another reason to, you know, bite the bullet and get Qualiopi certified. Is, you know, if one day they say, yeah, micro-entrepreneur, you're going to have to be Qualiopi certified now, well, you've got it. It's all done. So the other big companies are going to be scrambling around because they've got no people to work for them because they're not Qualiopi certified, and there you are, done, job done, nothing to worry about. You can take all those clients. So, conclusion then. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it stressful? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Like I say, I'll be doing a webinar soon where we'll go into a bit more detail on these topics. The link's there if you want to sign up so you can be informed of when that's going to happen. Also, there's a link to join my mailing list as well, so you'll be up to date on any trainings, any information sessions, anything that I'm doing. Yeah, you get the information before anyone else. Don't forget to leave me any specific questions you might have in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.